Hello everyone, and welcome to VoxPapyrus, the best place to improve your listening skills. Today, we have a new story for A1 and A2 levels. Sit back, relax, and let's learn together. Ordering coffee at a cafe. Chapter 1, A Rainy Morning. It is Wednesday morning. I look out my bedroom window. The sky is gray. Dark clouds cover the sun. Rain falls from the sky. I can hear the raindrops on the window. Tap, tap, tap. The street below is wet and shiny. People walk with umbrellas. Cars drive slowly, splashing water from puddles. I do not like rainy mornings very much. They are cold and dark. But I know something that will make this morning better: a cup of hot coffee at a warm cafe. I finish my morning routine. I shower, brush my teeth, and get dressed. Today I wear a warm sweater. It is dark green and very soft. I put on my jeans and my waterproof boots. The boots are black. They keep my feet dry in the rain. I usually make coffee at home. But today is different. Today I want to go to Morning Cup, the cafe on Oak Street. I want a special coffee. And I want to sit in the warm, cozy cafe and listen to the rain outside. There is something beautiful about being warm inside while it rains outside. I put on my long dark blue raincoat. I zip it up. I pull the hood over my head. I take my umbrella from the hook near the door. The umbrella is black and sturdy. I check that I have my wallet and phone. Yes, everything is in my pockets. I open the front door and step outside. The cold air hits my face. I open my umbrella quickly. The rain is not heavy, but it is steady. Each raindrop is small and gentle. The sidewalk is covered with a thin layer of water. My boots splash softly as I walk. Oak Street looks different in the rain. The colors are darker. The tree trunks are dark brown, almost black from the water. The leaves are dark green and dripping. The buildings look gray and quiet. The normally bright street feels calm and moody. But there is beauty in this too. The wet street reflects the lights from shop windows. The reflections are blurry and colorful, like a painting. I walk to the corner of Oak Street. I see the cafe. Morning Cup. The warm light from inside spills out through the big glass window. I can see people inside, sitting at tables with cups and plates. It looks warm and inviting. Like a little island of comfort in the rainy gray world. I close my umbrella, shake the water off, and push open the door. Chapter 2, Inside the Cafe. The moment I walk inside Morning Cup, I feel better. The warm air wraps around me like a blanket. The smell of fresh coffee fills my nose. It is a rich, dark, comforting smell. There is also the smell of baked goods, butter, sugar, and warm bread. My mouth waters. The cafe is cozy and beautiful. The walls are painted a warm yellow color, like sunlight. The floor is dark wood. There are about 10 tables inside. Some tables are small and round, for 2 people. Some tables are longer, for 4 or 5 people. The tables are made of dark wood with matching chairs. On each table, there is a small vase with a single flower, a daisy or a small rose. On the left wall, there are photos and artwork. There are black and white photos of old Greenfield. There is a painting of a coffee cup with steam rising from it. There are small shelves with books. Customers can take a book and read while they drink their coffee. On the right side, there is the counter. The counter is long and made of dark wood with a marble top. Behind the counter, there is a big espresso machine. It is silver and black and looks very professional. Next to the machine, there are cups stacked neatly. White cups, brown cups, and small espresso cups. There are also glass jars with sugar, stirring sticks, and napkins. Above the counter, there is a big chalkboard menu. The menu is written in white and colored chalk. It is beautiful and artistic. Someone, probably Lisa, writes it by hand. The letters are neat and decorative. I look at the menu. It says, hot drinks, regular coffee, $3, cappuccino, $4, latte, $4, espresso, $2.50, double espresso, $3.50, hot chocolate, $3.50, tea, green, black, chamomile, $2.50, chai latte, $4, cold drinks, iced coffee, $3.50, iced latte, $4.50, lemonade, $3, fresh orange juice, $3.50, smoothie, banana or berry, $5, food, croissant, $2.50, chocolate muffin, $3, blueberry muffin, $3, ham and cheese sandwich, $5, tuna sandwich, $5, avocado toast, $4.50, Caesar salad, $6, chocolate cake, slice, $4, apple pie, slice, $4, cookie, choc chip or oatmeal, $2. I read the menu carefully. There are so many choices. What do I want today? On a normal day, I order a regular coffee with milk. But today feels special. Today I want to try something different. Chapter 3, Ordering. Behind the counter stands Lisa, the owner of Morning Cup. Lisa has red hair tied in a ponytail. She wears a brown apron over a black t-shirt. She has a friendly face and a warm smile. She is always happy. I think she loves her job. There is one customer in front of me. He is a young man in a business suit. He orders quickly. Good morning. A double espresso to go, please. Of course, Lisa says. She makes the espresso in about 30 seconds. The machine hisses and gurgles. The dark coffee flows into a small paper cup. She puts a lid on it. That is $3.50, please. The man pays with his card. He takes the cup and leaves. He is in a hurry. He does not even stop to enjoy the smell. Now it is my turn. Lisa looks at me and smiles. Good morning, Alex. Rainy day, is it not? Good morning, Lisa. Yes, very rainy. But at least it is warm in here. That is what we are here for. What can I get for you today? I look at the menu again. I think for a moment. I say. Today I want something different. Not my usual regular coffee. Oh, feeling adventurous? Lisa says with a grin. Yes. Can you recommend something? Well, on a cold, rainy day like today, I always recommend a cappuccino or a chai latte. Both are warm and comforting. What is a chai latte exactly? I ask. I see it on the menu, but I am not sure what it is. A chai latte is a mix of black tea, warm milk, and spices. The spices are cinnamon, ginger, cardamom, and cloves. It is sweet and spicy. Very warming. Perfect for a rainy day. That sounds interesting. I have never tried it before. Would you like to try it? If you do not like it, I can make you something else. Okay, let me try the chai latte, please. Great choice. What size? Small, medium, or large? I think about it. Small is 8 ounces. Medium is 12 ounces. Large is 16 ounces. Medium, please. And would you like something to eat with it? The muffins are fresh from the oven. I baked them this morning. I look at the display case near the counter. It is a glass case with shelves. On the shelves, I see golden croissants, chocolate muffins with dark tops, blueberry muffins with purple spots, a big chocolate cake with ganache on top, and slices of apple pie with golden crust. Everything looks delicious. My stomach growls. I am hungry. I will take a chocolate muffin, please. Perfect. That is $4 for the chai latte and $3 for the muffin. $7 total. I take out my wallet. Can I pay with my card? I ask. Of course. We accept cards, cash, and mobile payments. I tap my card on the machine. Beep. The payment goes through. Thank you. I will bring your chai latte to your table in a few minutes. The muffin is ready now. Lisa puts the chocolate muffin on a small white plate. She adds a napkin. She hands the plate to me. Thank you, Lisa. Find a nice seat. Your chai latte will be right out. Chapter 4, Finding a Seat. I take my plate with the chocolate muffin and look around the cafe for a good seat. Where do I want to sit today? There is a table in the corner, near the bookshelf. It is quiet and private. But today I want to sit near the window. I want to watch the rain while I drink my coffee. I mean, my chai latte. I want to see the raindrops on the glass and the people with their umbrellas. I find a small round table near the big window. It is perfect. I sit down. I put the muffin plate on the table. I take off my raincoat and hang it on the back of my chair. My umbrella, I lean against the wall. I look through the window. The rain is still falling. The glass is covered with small droplets. Through the droplets, I see the blurry shapes of trees, buildings, and cars. The colors mix together like a watercolor painting. It is actually very beautiful. I see people on the sidewalk. A woman in a yellow raincoat walks quickly, holding a big black umbrella. A man runs without an umbrella. He holds a newspaper over his head. It is not working very well. He looks wet. A mother pushes a stroller with a plastic cover over it, protecting the baby from the rain. A little boy jumps in a puddle with his rain boots. Splash! His mother says something. The boy jumps again. Splash, splash. I smile. Children always find the fun in rain. I look around the cafe. It is not very crowded this morning. There are about 6 other customers. An old man sits in the corner with a big newspaper. He reads slowly, turning the pages carefully. He has a cup of black coffee in front of him. He looks comfortable and content. 2 young women sit at a table together. They talk and laugh. Their hands wrap around big mugs. I think they drink lattes. They have croissants on their plates. They look happy. A man in a gray sweater sits alone at a table. He has a laptop open in front of him. He types fast. He looks at the screen, thinks, types more. A cup of espresso sits next to his laptop. He is probably working from the cafe. Many people work from cafes. It is a nice way to work. A woman with glasses reads a thick book. She sits in a comfortable armchair in the corner. She has a pot of tea on the small table next to her. She turns a page. She is lost in her book. A young couple sits near me. They share a piece of chocolate cake. They eat from the same plate with 2 forks. They talk softly and smile at each other. They look in love. I like watching people in cafes. Everyone has their own story. Everyone is here for a different reason. But we all share this warm, cozy space on this rainy morning. Chapter 5, The Chai Latte. Lisa brings my chai latte to the table. The cup is a big, wide mug. It is white with a small morning cup logo on the side. The chai latte is a beautiful caramel color with a layer of foam on top. Lisa sprinkles a little cinnamon powder on the foam. It makes a pretty pattern. Here you go, Alex. 1 medium chai latte. Thank you, Lisa. It looks beautiful. I hope you like it. Enjoy. I pick up the mug with both hands. It is warm. The warmth spreads from the mug through my fingers, into my hands, up my arms. It feels wonderful on this cold morning. I bring the mug close to my face. I smell it. The aroma is complex and rich. I smell cinnamon, that is the strongest smell. It is warm and sweet. I smell ginger, sharp and a little spicy. I smell something sweet like vanilla. I smell the warm milk. All these smells mix together into something wonderful. It smells like autumn. It smells like warmth. It smells like comfort. I take my first sip. I am careful because it is hot. The chai latte touches my lips first. Then it flows into my mouth. Oh, this is wonderful. The first thing I taste is the warm milk. It is creamy and smooth. Then the spices arrive. The cinnamon is sweet and familiar. The ginger gives a little kick of warmth. There are other flavors too, cloves, cardamom, that are exotic and interesting. The black tea is in the background, giving it depth and a little bitterness. But it is not bitter in a bad way. It is balanced. Everything works together perfectly. I swallow. A wave of warmth goes down my throat and into my chest. I feel warm from the inside out. On a cold, rainy day, this is exactly what I need. I take another sip. And another. Every sip is as good as the first. The foam is light and airy. The cinnamon on top adds extra flavor. I close my eyes and just enjoy. How is it? Lisa calls from behind the counter. It is amazing, Lisa. Why do I not try this before? Lisa laughs. Sometimes we need a rainy day to try something new. She is right. I always order the same thing, regular coffee with milk. It is good. It is safe. But the chai latte is different. It is new and exciting. Sometimes it is good to try something different. In coffee and in life. Chapter 6, The Chocolate Muffin. Now it is time for the chocolate muffin. I look at it on the plate. The muffin is big and round. The top is domed and crackled. It is a dark brown color. There are chocolate chips visible on the surface. The chips are shiny and a little melted from the oven. The muffin sits on a paper liner. I pick it up. It is heavy. A good sign. The bottom is soft and warm. Lisa said she bakes them this morning. They are fresh. I take a bite from the top. The texture is incredible. The top is slightly crispy and a little crunchy. But inside, the muffin is soft, moist, and fluffy. The chocolate chips are gooey and melted. They are sweet and rich. The chocolate flavor is deep and satisfying. I chew slowly. I taste the butter, the sugar, the cocoa, and the melted chocolate chips. Every bite is a combination of textures and flavors. Crispy on top, soft inside. Sweet chocolate mixed with the slight bitterness of cocoa. I take another bite and drink some chai latte. The combination is perfect. The spicy, warm chai latte and the sweet, rich chocolate muffin. They complement each other beautifully. The cinnamon in the chai latte and the chocolate in the muffin are a wonderful pair. I eat the muffin slowly. I do not rush. I break small pieces off with my fingers. I eat each piece and follow it with a sip of chai latte. This is not just eating. This is an experience. A warm, delicious, rainy day experience. By the time I finish the muffin, there are only small crumbs left on the plate. I pick up the last crumbs with my finger. I do not want to waste any of it. I brush the crumbs from my fingers with the napkin. I lean back in my chair. I feel satisfied. Full and warm and happy. Chapter 7, Talking to a Stranger. I am almost finished with my chai latte. I sit and look out the window. The rain is lighter now. The clouds are still gray, but they seem thinner. Excuse me, I hear a voice. I turn. The man in the gray sweater, the one working on his laptop, stands near my table. He holds a phone in his hand. Sorry to bother you, he says. Do you know the Wi-Fi password? I cannot connect. Oh, I think it is on the wall near the counter, I say. There is a small sign. He looks toward the counter. Ah, I see it now. Thank you very much. You are welcome. He pauses. Are you a regular here? He asks. Yes, I come here often. It is my favorite cafe. I can see why. It is very nice. I am new in Greenfield. I just moved here last week. I smile. I remember when I am new in Greenfield. Welcome, I say. My name is Alex. I moved here a few months ago. Nice to meet you, Alex. My name is David. I come from the capital city. I moved here for a new job. How do you like Greenfield so far? I like it very much. It is quieter than the capital. The people seem friendly. And this cafe is wonderful. It is. Lisa makes the best coffee. And the muffins are incredible. David nods. I try the cappuccino. It is very good. Maybe I will try the muffins next time. You should try the chocolate muffin. It is the best one. I will remember that. Thank you, Alex. If you need any recommendations about the city, just ask me. I know Greenfield quite well now. That is very kind. Maybe I will see you here again? I am here almost every morning. You can find me at this table by the window. David smiles. Great. See you soon, Alex. Nice talking to you. Nice talking to you too, David. Welcome to Greenfield. He goes back to his table and connects to the Wi-Fi. I smile. I remember Sarah welcoming me when I first arrive. I remember George at the market, Lisa at the cafe. Everyone welcomes me. Now I can welcome someone else. That feels good. That is how community works. People welcome each other, and the circle of kindness continues. Chapter 8, Another Round. I finish my chai latte. The mug is empty. But I am not ready to leave. The rain is still falling outside. The cafe is warm and cozy. I do not want to go back into the cold. I decide to order another drink. This time, I go back to the counter. Lisa, can I have another drink, please? Of course. Another chai latte? Actually, let me try something else. What about a hot chocolate? Our hot chocolate is excellent. I make it with real chocolate, not powder. It is thick and creamy. That sounds perfect. One hot chocolate, please. Medium. Coming right up. $3.50, please. I pay. Lisa makes the hot chocolate. She melts real chocolate in a small pot. She adds warm milk and stirs. She pours the mixture into a mug. She adds whipped cream on top. She sprinkles cocoa powder and small marshmallows on the cream. She brings it to my table. The hot chocolate is a work of art. The mug is full of dark brown chocolate topped with white whipped cream, brown cocoa powder, and small white marshmallows. It looks like a dessert. Lisa, this is beautiful. Thank you. I love making hot chocolate. It makes people smile. She is right. I am definitely smiling. I take a sip. The first thing I taste is the whipped cream. It is light, airy, and sweet. Then the hot chocolate hits. It is thick, rich, and intensely chocolatey. Not too sweet, not too bitter. Just right. The marshmallows are soft and melty. They add a gentle sweetness. This is different from the chai latte. The chai latte is spicy and complex. The hot chocolate is rich and comforting. Like a warm hug in a mug. I drink it slowly, watching the rain. A new customer comes in. She is a young woman with a bright red umbrella. She shakes the water off the umbrella and closes it. She looks cold. Her cheeks are red from the wind. She walks to the counter. Hello. Welcome to Morning Cup, Lisa says. Hi. It is freezing outside. Can I have something warm? What do you recommend? On a day like today, I recommend a chai latte, a hot chocolate, or a cappuccino. What is a chai latte? I smile. The same question I asked earlier. Lisa explains the chai latte to the woman. The woman decides to try it. If it keeps me warm, I am happy, she says. She takes her chai latte and sits at a table. She wraps both hands around the mug. She takes a sip. Her eyes close. She sighs. A smile appears on her face. The same reaction I have. I think Lisa should put that on her menu, chai latte, guaranteed to make you smile on rainy days. Chapter 9, People Watching. I sit in the cafe for another 30 minutes. I watch the people around me. The cafe is getting busier now. It is mid-morning, and more people come in to escape the rain. A group of 3 friends comes in. 2 men and a woman. They are wet and laughing. We should have brought umbrellas, one man says. They order 3 cappuccinos and a plate of croissants. They sit at a big table and talk loudly. They seem like old friends. They tell stories and laugh. They are having a wonderful time. An old woman comes in with a small dog. The dog is a tiny Yorkshire Terrier. It is wet and looks unhappy. The woman orders a tea and sits near the door. She puts the dog on her lap and dries it with a napkin from the table. The dog relaxes and closes its eyes. Lisa brings a small bowl of water for the dog. For our smallest customer, she says. The old woman smiles gratefully. A teenager comes in with headphones around his neck. He wears a big hoodie and carries a skateboard. He orders an iced coffee. Iced coffee. On a rainy, cold day. He is brave. Or maybe he is just young. He sits down, puts his headphones on, and starts scrolling on his phone. He taps his foot to the music. A man in a suit comes in. He looks stressed. He talks on his phone while he waits in line. Yes, I know. Tell them the meeting is at 3 o'clock, not 2 o'clock. Yes. Yes. No, I need the report by noon. He orders a double espresso without looking at the menu. He pays, takes the cup, and leaves. He does not sit down. He does not enjoy the cafe. He is too busy. I feel a little sorry for him. He misses the best part. I look at all these different people. The laughing friends, the old woman with her dog, the teenager with his music, the stressed businessman. We are all different. We all have different lives, different problems, different joys. But we all come to the same place for the same reason: a warm drink and a moment of comfort. A cafe is more than a place that sells coffee. It is a meeting point. It is a shelter from the rain. It is a warm space where strangers sit near each other and share the same air, the same warmth, the same smell of coffee. We do not need to talk to each other. We do not need to know each other's names. Just being here, together, is enough. Chapter 10, Time to Leave. I finish my hot chocolate. I drink every last drop. The mug is empty except for a ring of chocolate at the bottom. I use a spoon to get the last bit of whipped cream. I look at the time on my phone. It is 11 a.m. I have been in the cafe for almost 2 hours. Time passes quickly when you are comfortable. I look out the window. The rain has stopped. The clouds are starting to break apart. I can see patches of blue sky between the gray clouds. The wet street is starting to dry. Sunlight tries to come through. The trees drip the last raindrops from their leaves. It is time to go. I stand up. I put on my raincoat. I take my umbrella. I walk to the counter one last time. Thank you, Lisa. Everything is wonderful today. Thank you, Alex. I am glad you tried the chai latte. Will you order it again? Definitely. Maybe not every day. But on rainy days, absolutely. And the hot chocolate? The hot chocolate is incredible too. You make it with real chocolate. I can taste the difference. That is my secret, Lisa says with a wink. Real ingredients. No shortcuts. That is how you make good things. I agree. Thank you, Lisa. See you tomorrow. See you tomorrow, Alex. And remember, there is no such thing as bad weather, only bad drinks. She laughs. I laugh too. I wave goodbye and walk to the door. I push it open and step outside. The air is cool and fresh. The rain cleans the air. It smells like wet earth and leaves. The sidewalk is wet, but the rain has stopped. I do not need my umbrella. I put it in my bag. I walk home along Oak Street. The street looks fresh and new after the rain. The tree trunks are dark from the water. The leaves are bright green, washed clean by the rain. There are small puddles on the sidewalk. I step around them carefully. I do not have rain boots like that little boy who jumps in puddles. I pass a bush with small white flowers. Each flower has tiny raindrops on its petals. The raindrops look like small diamonds in the light. I stop and look at them for a moment. So simple, so beautiful. I arrive home. I take off my raincoat and boots. I put them near the door to dry. I put on my slippers. I walk to the living room and sit on the sofa. I feel warm, full, and happy. The chai latte and hot chocolate still warm my body. The chocolate muffins satisfied my hunger. And the cafe gives me something else, a feeling of belonging. A feeling of community. A feeling of home. I think about Lisa and her cafe. I think about how she knows every customer by name. I think about how she recommends drinks and bakes muffins at 5 in the morning. I think about how she puts a flower on every table and writes the menu in beautiful chalk letters. She does not just sell coffee. She creates an experience. She creates a home away from home. I think about David, the new person in Greenfield. I hope he feels welcome here. I hope he finds his favorite drink and his favorite table. I hope Morning Cup becomes his second home, like it is mine. And I think about the chai latte. The warm, spicy, comforting chai latte. My new favorite drink for rainy days. Sometimes you need to try something new. Sometimes the new thing becomes your favorite thing. Lisa is right, a rainy day is the perfect day to try something new. I look out the window. A ray of sunlight breaks through the clouds. It hits the wet oak trees and makes them sparkle. The gray morning is turning into a golden afternoon. I smile. What a wonderful morning at the cafe. What a wonderful rainy day. Chapter 11, My Favorite Cafes. Morning Cup is my favorite cafe, but it is not the only cafe in Greenfield. Let me tell you about a few others. There is a cafe called Bean and Leaf on the corner of River Street. It is bigger than Morning Cup. It has 2 floors. The first floor has the counter and a few tables. The second floor has a large seating area with sofas, armchairs, and tall windows that look over the river. The view from the second floor is beautiful. You can see the green river, the willow trees along the bank, and the small stone bridge in the distance. Bean and Leaf is known for its cold drinks. They make the best iced coffee in town. In summer, I sometimes go there for an iced coffee with vanilla. The coffee is strong and cold, and the vanilla adds a nice sweetness. They also make fruit smoothies with fresh berries and yogurt. But the atmosphere is different from Morning Cup. Bean and Leaf is modern and stylish. The furniture is new and trendy. The music is louder. Young people go there with laptops and work for hours. It is more like a co-working space than a traditional cafe. I like it, but I prefer the warm, old-fashioned feeling of Morning Cup. There is another cafe called the Reading Corner. It is a small cafe inside a bookshop on Main Street. The cafe has only 5 tables, but they are surrounded by shelves full of books. You can take any book from the shelf and read it while you drink your coffee. If you want to keep the book, you can buy it. If not, you put it back on the shelf. The Reading Corner serves excellent tea. They have more than 30 types of tea from different countries. They have Japanese green tea, Indian chai, Chinese oolong, South African rooibos, and English breakfast. Each tea comes in a beautiful ceramic pot with a matching cup. They also serve small sandwiches and scones with cream and jam. I go to the Reading Corner when I want quiet time. It is the quietest cafe in Greenfield. People speak in soft voices. The only sounds are turning pages and the gentle clink of cups on saucers. It is like a library that serves tea. There is also a cafe called Sunrise Bakery. It is not really a cafe, it is a bakery that has a few tables. But the coffee is good and the pastries are incredible. Sunrise Bakery opens at 5 o'clock in the morning. They bake bread, croissants, cinnamon rolls, and Danish pastries fresh every morning. The smell on the street is amazing at 5:30 a.m. If you walk past the bakery early in the morning, the smell of warm bread and butter stops you in your tracks. You have to go inside. You have no choice. I sometimes go to Sunrise Bakery on weekday mornings before work. I buy a warm cinnamon roll and a coffee to go. The cinnamon roll is soft, sweet, and covered with white sugar glaze. It is the perfect start to the day. Every cafe in Greenfield has its own personality. Bean and Leaf is modern and cool. The Reading Corner is quiet and literary. Sunrise Bakery is warm and homey. And Morning Cup is perfect, it is warm, friendly, and comfortable. It is the cafe that feels like home. Chapter 12, The Art of Slowing Down. The morning at the cafe teaches me something important. It teaches me to slow down. In our modern world, everything is fast. We eat fast food. We send fast messages. We want fast answers. We want fast internet. We want everything now, immediately, without waiting. We are always in a hurry. We run from one task to the next. We check our phones 100 times a day. We eat lunch in 10 minutes at our desks. We do not sit down. We do not pause. We do not breathe. But a cafe teaches you to slow down. When you sit in a cafe, you cannot rush. The coffee takes time to make. The barista grinds the beans, heats the milk, and pours the drink with care. You watch the process. You wait. And the waiting is part of the experience. When your drink arrives, you hold the mug with both hands. You feel the warmth. You smell the aroma. You take a small sip. You taste every flavor. You do not gulp it down in 30 seconds and throw the cup in the trash. You sit. You sip. You look around. You watch people. You watch the rain. You think. You breathe. This morning in Morning Cup, I spent almost 2 hours sitting, drinking, and watching. 2 hours of not working, not studying, not checking emails, not scrolling my phone. 2 hours of just being. And those 2 hours fill me with more energy and happiness than 2 hours of productivity at my desk. I think we all need a cafe in our lives. Not just a place to buy coffee, but a place to pause. A place to breathe. A place to slow down and remember that life is not only about doing things. Life is also about experiencing things. tasting things, seeing things, hearing things, feeling things. The rain on the window, the smell of coffee, the warmth of a mug in your hands, the taste of cinnamon, the sound of soft music, a smile from the barista, a conversation with a stranger. These are small things, but they are the things that make life beautiful. So the next time you are in a hurry, stop. Go to a cafe. Sit down. Order something warm. Look out the window. Breathe. Slow down. The world will wait for you. Your emails will wait. Your to-do list will wait. But this moment, this warm, quiet, beautiful moment, will not wait. It is here now. Enjoy it. I look down at my empty mug. A brown ring of chocolate remains at the bottom. The marshmallows are gone. The whipped cream is gone. But the warmth in my chest remains. The feeling of peace remains. The memory of this morning will stay with me for a long time. I stand up from my table. I push in my chair. I put on my raincoat. I pick up my umbrella. I take one last look around the cafe. The old man still reads his newspaper. The woman still reads her book. The young couple still shares their cake. Lisa cleans the espresso machine behind the counter, humming a song softly. This is a good place. A place of warmth, comfort, and connection. A place where strangers become friends and rainy mornings become beautiful memories. I am grateful for this cafe. I am grateful for Lisa. I am grateful for the rain that brings me here today. Because without the rain, I would not try the chai latte. Without the rain, I would not meet David. Without the rain, I would not sit by the window and watch the world through raindrops. Sometimes the things we do not like, the cold, the rain, the gray sky, lead us to the things we love most. Tomorrow, I will go back to morning cup. I will order my regular coffee with milk. But the next time it rains, I know exactly what I will order. A chai latte. Medium. With extra cinnamon on top.